Welcome to this tutorial video for Premium Breed. In this episode we are going to look at processing a registered transfer. On your home screen you need to click Transfer Sheep, and now you are prompted for the buyer's details. In this case we are going to choose an existing member for the buyer. If I scroll down, click on Association Member, I now need to search for the buyer of my sheep. Stephen Jones has purchased sheep from me. There are several different ways I can search for him. I might try entering his name. Notice that I've spelt it incorrectly, but it has still appeared. I could also search by his surname. Or his flock number. Or his prefix. When I have found my buyer, I click to select him. And now I need to enter the date of the sale. Let's say 25th of June. I'll leave it as registered and click Submit. Now I'm shown a list of all my current registrations. Different from what we've seen before, we now have buttons to the right so that we can select which sheep will be transferred. Now, rather than scroll through my whole list, I want to find my 2012 sheep only. And I've sorted them by class because I have sold this A1 ram 7762. So I click the button. On the upper left I'll see that this sheep has been added to a window, but I can keep adding. Let's also add some Class A ewes. Once I've finished adding sheep, I can click Add to Transfer, which brings up a summary of my transfer with myself, the seller, Stephen, the buyer, and a list of the sheep so far added. If I've made a mistake, I'm not transferring this ewe, I can click the cross and it has now been removed from the transfer. If I want to instead add a different ewe, I can add more sheep, bringing up my list. Perhaps instead it was this ewe, which has now been added to the transfer. You will see there are other fields on this screen, such as pedigree icons and a spot to add a mated ram. We'll cover these in a later video on transfers. For now, if I'm happy that all the sheep are listed and the buyer is correct, I can click Submit. I'm provided with a confirmation screen to say that it has been lodged, and I can see now that it has the status of finalised. If I click on the history of any of these sheep, I should now see that they are registered to Stephen, which is the case. If we return to the home screen, we can see in our recent sales that we now have a transfer listed of 1 A1 ram and 3 Class A ewes to Stephen Jones. In our next video we will look at completing a transfer to a buyer who's not yet a member, and also how to add details to your sheep before they are transferred.